Where do new diseases come from? There are several sources, but one of the most common is from other species. The animal kingdom. These are referred to as zoonotic diseases.
We have many dramatic diseases that have come into the human population, usually from other species. Ebola is one that's very famous. SARS, which spread a little bit more, which originated probably in bats. We were almost certain about that.
When we think about zoonotic diseases, diseases that are spread from animals to humans, we think about some kind of transmission path. The person and the animal come into direct contact.
So is there a scenario where people are dissecting a whale which has died on a beach? Could someone then become infected, especially if a person has cuts? Absolutely, there would be a way.
Well, it's a messy process. I got a small cut on my finger, but that happens.
So what would a doomsday virus look like? Well, there is one virus that stands out. If it was just changed or mutated slightly, it wouldn't just cause the death of millions of people, but it would create a virtual army of zombie-like victims.
It would be the ultimate doomsday infection. That virus is rabies.
Rabies is a virus that infects all mammals. No other virus does this, has such a wide range of hosts that it can infect.
It's usually spread by the bite of an animal that's infected. The scary thing about the virus is it really heads towards the nervous system. Once the rabies virus gets into a nerve cell, it redirects the function of the cell to start replicating the virus. Slowly but surely, you get viral replication up through all of the nerves into the spinal cord in the brain.
Almost everybody who shows signs of the disease we call rabies dies. It's essentially a death sentence.
The brain cells that regulate the muscles of breathing basically are destroyed, and you're paralyzed and not able to breathe, and that's the method of death.
The speed with which rabies kills people is terrifying. What's also terrifying is what happens to rabies victims before they die.
In many ways, rabies is a kind of zombie-like or zombie-making disease because it eats the brain.
When it hits the brain, that's when the problems begin. That's when the symptoms begin. Anxiety-ridden, hallucinations, foaming at the mouth, people as well as animals. The animal now attacks other animals. The animal becomes vicious.
When rabies starts to destroy cells that are responsible for inhibiting aggressive behavior, anything can happen.
So why don't we hear more about rabies? Why isn't rabies a virus that makes us scared? Firstly, it's not transmitted easily. You have to be bitten, you have to be scratched, you have to have an animal slobber on you who has rabies. Then you can catch the virus.
But what if rabies changed or mutated? What if the virus somehow developed the ability to spread more easily? But not just through bodily fluids like saliva, but through the air. That would change everything.
This is what scientists worry about. So, I mean, this would be a virus that could cause civilization to collapse. Is rabies the most dangerous virus on the planet? It's only may not considered the most dangerous virus because it's not transmitted easily.
If a new strain of rabies developed, one that could be transferred through the air, that could be the deadliest virus this planet has ever seen.